Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about what scares leaders. Are you ready? Well, let's get started. As we release this episode of Remarkable TV, it is almost Halloween, so it gets us the chance to think about things that are scary. We are not talking today about ghosts and ghouls and goblins, but rather the things that scare leaders. I talk to leaders all the time, and here are some of the things that I hear them saying frequently that are scary, that they worry about, that makes them anxious, that makes them stressed. Here they are. Change. Having to implement a change can be scary. Having a tough conversation. Oftentimes as a leader, there are tough conversations that we have to have, and they can be scary. Making a hard decision. As leaders, we have to make decisions. Sometimes they're hard. Sometimes they will be unpopular. All of these things can be scary. But these are sort of kind of high level, maybe a little more specific with some things that I hear leaders telling me that are scary to them. And this isn't a complete list, but it's something worth considering. Have you ever had to do any of these things? Or if any of these things are facing you now, you know that they can be scary. Firing someone. Well, no one wants to have to do that. That's kind of a scary thing, especially if you've never done it. How do you sort of release people back to new opportunities when they already have a job and you may be wondering about a lot of things related to that firing of someone? Number two, giving hard feedback. Feedback that might cause people to be resistant or be defiant or be worried or scared. And lastly, ending a project or drastically changing course. You may have had people working on a project for a long time and say, we're going to have to cut the chain on that one. That's not going to work. We're not going to move in that direction. We're going to go in a different direction now. We're going to do something else. People may have a lot invested mentally and physically and emotionally, and now you're going to change course. This can be hard to do. Things that are hard can be scary. We don't know how to go about them. And so let me give you some ideas of things you can do to be a bit of a solution to these kinds of things that scare us as leaders, okay? Am I suggesting that you should just go into the trick-or-treat bag and find all the chocolate and just start eating it and that'll make you feel better? Well, it might make you feel better, but it's not going to solve the problem. What you really need to do is do something. You need to take some action. So maybe it is to do a little more planning. Maybe it is to get to practice having that hard conversation. Maybe it is to do it, role play it with someone and get some feedback. Or maybe it's just to tear off the Band-Aid. You see, here's the thing. When something looks hard, when something is scary, we tend to wait. And waiting isn't a good strategy. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it easier. Do something that moves you in the direction of doing that thing that scares you, because it is action that conquers fear. Let me close with today's tweet. What are you scared of today? Remember that action is the cure for fear. Action. I've got an action for you. Did you know that for 13 straight days, we can send you an email? It's called 13 Days to Remarkable Leadership. It's completely free. It has videos, it has stories, it has tools to help you be a more effective leader. One day, one email at a time, 13 days to Remarkable Leadership. You can sign up right here. And we'll be back next week with another not so scary episode of Remarkable TV.